Alright, hello SAC Army Club. Haven't made a video lately. There's just been a lot of stuff going on. Also, I don't really have my own place, so like I live with other people, family. So yeah, because of that, sometimes it's like not really the ideal time to make a video. I mean, even right now, it's like 9:30 where I'm at. But yeah, I mean, I still wanted to make a video about let's see, Call of Duty YouTubers. So I've been seeing a lot of Call of Duty YouTubers. I've been watching like a few of them. There's like two of them that I watch like more often than not. I don't think I'm gonna name them. But like the first guy, he did like a lot of like financial stuff. So like he used to like look at like the stock market, not like specific stocks per se, but for a while he seemed to be like really interested about like the federal funds rate and things like that, like Jerome Powell. So I thought that was really funny. Yeah, there's like one thing with like the Call of Duty YouTubers is like there's a lot of them that are finance related. I mean, I'll shout one out. It's not really endorsing that person. I don't. You know what? I'm not even gonna endorse that person. I will name drop them, but I mean that's one person where, like, maybe you know them. I think it's like JP Finance or something. They do Call of Duty videos. I think they got a lot of views, but I think like the main thing with these YouTubers is I don't know if like they're necessarily like clickbait in title, but like they can be sometimes. So they, I mean, it's kind of like everyone on YouTube. They try to like clickbait you a little bit, but I mean, a lot of times it's like about like investing journey or something like that. I mean, it's nice that sometimes they get views and things like that. But yeah, like my main thing with that is, even if they're popular, like the type of content they produce is very formulaic. So they usually go on a game like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 sometimes. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, that's a really popular one. They always play Modern Warfare 2. They never play Modern Warfare 3. I don't really know why they don't like Modern Warfare 3. They only really play Modern Warfare 2. There's also like a lot of Black Ops. So yeah, I mean, like one thing is like you base your channel off of that. Honestly, it's not a bad thing to base it off because Call of Duty is like very popular, but okay, you have things like that. So you have like the formulaic part where you show like the Call of Duty gameplay and then you talk about other stuff. So yeah, I mean there was that first guy that I mentioned. Didn't mention him by name, but yeah, that guy. I mean, he would just like talk about like stuff. I guess for like his age group, I think he's older than me, but I mean, yeah, just like job market stuff, AI, and then things like that. The other guy, I think he just talks about like random life stuff too. I wouldn't say he's like too much like into finance. I would say like he's more so like talking about like his own life, um, which I guess can be cool. But I mean, I think even he admits it. Like for him, like it's kind of like just a place to ramble. That can be like that for me too. So, I mean, the thing with the second guy is, um, I mean, sometimes I feel like his videos are just like not that intentional. So that's like one thing is it's not just a Call of Duty problem, but if you have like a YouTuber that has like a very like structured video format where it's like, oh, they start the video and then it's like, oh, here's my like merch line and then like, oh, blah 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 blah, let's get to the sponsor of the video and then blah 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 blah. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to, it's like a 2-minute summary or something, and then feel free to subscribe. So things like that, it can be very forced. I mean, they kind of have to do that as a content creator. I mean, I'm a content creator, and I should be telling people to subscribe more and leave comments like that. If we grow, we grow. It's fine. But if you grow, it's cooler, and then I have more of a community and then people to talk to. So that would be nice. That is also a part of the reason why I'm making these videos is because I like having community. But yeah, like for like that the second guy, like I feel like a lot of his videos can be like formulaic like that, or I just feel like he's going for like a certain minute mark, and then he's like, oh, I see I've like talked for like 10 minutes. Oh, let me like try to like quickly end the video. Or also like on one of his videos, like I think he like usually edits it, like with bullet points. I usually don't edit my videos. I think it does take a lot of work. But like one thing is like I like one video I watched, like the transitions where I don't know if they were delayed, but maybe they were like a little hastily put together. I mean, it could be like that at times, but I mean, yeah, there's like the first guy that talks about like financial stuff and then like just job market things. I mean, yeah, I thought that he made like pretty original content. He's actually smaller than the second guy, but I think the first guy made really original content, especially like content that I'm like interested in. I mean, sometimes that content can be missed because like a lot of that stuff is like not that personal to me. But I thought that he was like doing like a pretty good job. Like one thing though with that first guy, that's like a lot more like obvious than the second guy. Is like the first guy, like I could tell when he's like reading off a script, if he's reading off a script. So yeah, I mean that's the thing. If you're like doing Call of Duty videos, like I'm already assuming that like you're gonna do a voiceover. So that I don't want to necessarily say it takes less effort, but if you have gameplay that kind of like distracts from what you're actually doing, like versus me like recording myself, like you could see what I'm doing, like that kind of like distracts from what's actually happening, and like you're able to do voiceovers and like very much like control that environment where like you can script and things like that. So from that perspective, I mean, I don't want to give that guy too much shit because I'm not gonna name him personally, but I mean, when you have like Call of Duty gameplay combined with like a voiceover, combined with like scripted video topic, and then combine that with a possibility of using like ChatGPT for that script, it's like that type of videos. I think I still watched it, or maybe like I went back to it and finished it, but like it made me like maybe like question a little bit of like how much, like not necessarily like how much effort they put in, but like what type of like expectations they had when they did that. I mean, that could apply to me too, fair. And then the second guy, I mean, yeah, for him, I guess like my biggest complaint is, or just like the one that I already mentioned, is like a lot of his videos, it feels like he goes for like a specific time, and then like he just, like sometimes the video abruptly ends, or you like looking for like a bit more closure, but there is like no more closure, as if there was like no greater point to the video. I mean, once again, that's fine. I mean, it's not nothing that he did like particularly bad in that sense. But let's see, like the other guy. Well, the second guy is actually more popular, and he just talks about like general things. I mean, maybe just like the type of content he puts sometimes, like I don't know, just maybe like look at how like you come across, because it's like with these guys sometimes, if they went back and watched our older videos and then like saw how they were back then, and if they were like in a position back then and then like they watched the video from the future, there may have been like a personality change or something, like a change in attitude that like maybe like wasn't that clear from the get-go, or like it wasn't foreseeable that they would have like this change in character. I mean, yeah, that can happen sometimes. So for those two examples, I mean, those can be the problems where it's like you're overly scripted and it kind of like comes off as like low effort and maybe even inauthentic. And then the second one where it's actually like more personal and it's like very authentic as well, but it doesn't really. It's just like the delivery of like how it comes across to people that watch that sort of content. So if you feel like that you're watching a video, but there's like so much fluff in there that like you kind of like don't want to watch a full video anymore from that person, it might affect like long-term loyalty and things like that. I mean, I understand like the videos that I put out there are like a lot of fluff. To be fair, honestly, I'm perfectly fine if anyone just like leaves these videos on, autoplay. If your dog is feeling lonely and you can queue up 2 of my hour-long videos, that would honestly help me a lot. So yeah, the thing about these YouTubers is the reason that they do things like this is there's a definite pressure to like raise the quantity of work that you release. That I've been struggling with that too, because I've been trying to like do stuff, but I just like keep putting this thing aside where like I just don't make the videos, or just like, oh, I have an idea, like I want to make the video, I end up not making it, and then like, oh, I kind of like the video idea is kind of lost. So I've been trying to combat that. So that's like one thing, is they are pushed towards this type of behavior because of like the quantity aspect, where you have to get out more videos and you have to get more views for monetization reasons. So I think for monetization, you need like 1,000 subs, 1,000 views. That might be 1,000 subs and 1,000 hours of watch time. So it can be hard to hit, especially if you're smaller like me. I mean, my watch times are very short, but I mean, maybe, I'll add up over time. But yeah, I mean, you have quantity, and then the other one is kind of like the quality aspect, of where you can put a lot of fluff in videos and like a lot of people won't notice it, but if you're like know to look for stuff like that, or you're just able to notice it, just from like an awareness of like, I guess, like how marketers would work, and especially like videos. Honestly, the worst part about like I think the reason like Call of Duty YouTubers get a bad rep is because of like the finance YouTubers. I might include the finance YouTubers in this title, even if it's not that related, maybe in the description, because I don't want to make a full video about finance YouTubers right now. But yeah, like finance YouTubers, I'll save it for the next video, but they do the stuff that Call of Duty YouTubers do, but it's even more slop-like, where it feels like every single video they release is purely made for the intention of plugging the sponsor and just getting paid for the video. Like, there's almost nothing else driving them to make that video. The thing about Call of Duty YouTubers is, while it may be easy in the future to AI generate videos like that, which is honestly a concern of mine, so I actually don't know if a lot of those Call of Duty YouTubers are real, because it's like hard to verify. Like the guy that's like more famous from earlier, like the earlier example, I think that guy's real, just because like he had a YouTube channel for a really long time and there's like video footage of him, so he's probably a real person. The other guy, I mean, I haven't really seen a face scan, but he seems real enough. I mean, especially with like the stuff he says, I feel like if he said any of that stuff as an AI, the AI would be, oh, I can't help you because that goes against my terms of conduct. So I think both of those guys are real, but yeah, I mean, that's like the thing of, if you're like literally not like on a person, like if you're not on camera like me, where like someone could verify, like using my face, like, okay, use this pixel of my face for the AI, and then it can verify like, oh, this is not an AI generated picture. Like, I'm a real person, so it's like I'm a real human being with a pulse and things like that. So you can verify that. But if you don't like really use your face cam, and if you're like your audience doesn't really know you, and if your scripts sound like Chat GPT, then they're like, oh, this channel's like run by AI. Which honestly, I think, like as I mentioned, like finance YouTubers and things like that, especially like rankings. I swear, all the ranking videos nowadays, they have to be made by AI. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, for like the quick summary, this is gonna be a shorter video. We're not gonna go a whole hour. Maybe like, we're already like 13.5 minutes. So basically, for like a conclusion type thing, for the SAC Army Club, or the SAC Owner Club, yeah, like Call of Duty YouTubers, they, like, the main problematic thing about their content is it can come off as low effort, because honestly, if you already play video games, it doesn't, I understand like it's different when you have to like record gameplay for like a video, but honestly, it's not that hard. Like, if you already game and you have the recording software, like, don't act like it's that much more. Like, you have to like cut the video and get the video, but honestly, like, other than that, like, you have the footy. I know it's annoying sometimes to get that footage, because it does take effort. Like, I'll acknowledge, like, getting those Call of Duty videos does take effort, but to be honest, if you just do like a 4-hour gaming session or something, and then you get 4 hours of video footage, like, you can use that for like so many videos. So I don't really buy the whole argument of like it takes too much time, but it does take time to get. I admit that. So like, yeah, the thing with that is, it's kind of like, oh, you're just playing Call of Duty. It also, I mean, this isn't the summary, but it wasn't really a main point. But it also like a little bit isolates your audience, especially if someone like wants to like learn about that topic, but they're not really open to like, oh, like you're playing Call of Duty to like distract me or something type thing, where there's like a gun shooting and like this person running around, and then you're trying to discuss like finances and stuff like that. Yeah, well, like stuff like that, probably like a face cam or like some sort of bar charts and things like that. I don't know. I think the first guy, he might like, I think he's more like tech savvy with like editing. I think he might pull up like documents during the video. And also, like his thumbnails are pretty creative. The second guy, I don't know. The second guy is mostly unedited. I mean, that's the type of content I strive for, because it just feels more authentic. But like, my warning for that guy is, even when you have authentic content, it can still be, I mean, you still have to like hold standards for yourself, where if you're seeing like a pattern of like, oh, you're just doing the video and then like you specifically want to keep it under a certain amount of time, and like you always spend like a minute and a half on the outro just to like get more minutes, which is kind of my case, because I've already been doing this outro for like 3 minutes. But it's very intentional. Like, I might be just talking, but it's still intentional. Like, I'm not trying to drag the video time out. Trust me, if I really wanted to drag the video time out, I would be doing that, which I am doing right now. But to be honest, like with the amount of viewers that I have, it's not that crazy. So yeah, I mean, okay, to like conclusively summarize the conclusion, the main issues is the Call of Duty content comes away as low effort content that may be isolating to some people that are less into gaming, especially like older Call of Duty gaming. And then the other thing with that is, yeah, I mean, especially just kind of just the low effort part, and just also like the saturation of like how many people do it. So that's the one thing, is even if you know who I'm talking about, like with the specific names, and even if those people are watching this video, which maybe they're watching it, it's not necessarily that they're doing something bad. But when you think about it, it's like, oh, there's like 100 other people that maybe are doing the same thing. Like, there's this guy, I don't even know his name, but I keep getting this video on my homepage of this guy with like a what is it, a shaggy profile picture, and then like it says like, oh, my job interview went horrible, and it's like an 18-minute video. Like, a lot of those Call of Duty guys, not those two that I mentioned, at least I don't think overly, but a lot of those guys can be like doomer, or like they try to like push you really towards like this, I don't know, so let's just say they push you into this sphere where like you continually want to like engage with their content and like engage with their community. It's not a bad thing, but it's a little bit sinister when it's like not really for like a good cause, and then you're just like, oh, trying to be like overly negative about stuff. I mostly prefer when people are just honest about things, or just, trying to improve and things like that. So I mean, you could be like pessimistic a little bit, but maybe like in a following video, like say like, oh, like, this is what I was doing, like I was trying to like work on that, and like, oh, like I improved a little bit. And honestly, I did see that with like the first guy. So like he was out of the job market for a little bit, and then like recently he made a video where like he wants to like get more back into the job market, and like, that's good to see. Like, they're a person too, and like they can change too, so it's like that's cool to see. So yeah, if you take anything away from this video about like problems with Call of Duty YouTubers, the main issue is when they really try to like make their formulaic content even more formulaic, and they kind of like lose the reason why they were making the videos in the first place. Because I'd rather watch those videos, even with Call of Duty gameplay, I'd rather watch those videos where like the person was really excited about the topic, and I could tell like they really did a lot of research and they were passionate about it, versus feeling like you need to make a video because like the topic is trendy, or like you just want to get like your words out really quickly, like, oh, you just want to make a video in 30 minutes, so it's like you just want to make whatever. So things like that, where you have to be intentional about the videos, and also like intentional about like what you actually want the video to do. So like in my case, I'm being intentional about this video, even if it's not scripted. I'm kind of just like saying things that come up, but it's being intentional because I did want to talk about this topic. And